persist, and now it's the land around us. Our whole society's towns, literally towns, have collapsed because of their inaptitude, to take care of business. So it's necessary for the President of the United States to stand tall and strong like a man is supposed to. Now, most of us, I'd say a good 70% of us, have all been weak-kneed and turned into pajama boys and can't stand up to our own daughters, let alone the Chinese. So when a man actually does it, they will respect him. That's their culture. Their culture is a whole lot different than ours because the men have not been chopped off the nuts yet.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think you're hitting it right on the money here. Okay. And I think what Donald Trump is doing is standing up for average Americans in the steel mills, in the manufacturing towns that have gone into the Rust Belt. And that's going to help in 2020 because you know what? Democrats are saying, union guys are saying, hey, and non-union guys, I'm a working guy, I'm a working stiff, and here's finally a president who's not just saying he's going to do it, he's actually doing it. Mm-hmm. He is doing what Democrats have said they were going to do for decades and never did because they were just lying. But here's Donald Trump, a Republican, actually standing up for working America, protecting American manufacturing facilities, protecting the jobs that each one of us needs in order for us to feed our families, buy a house, and have a living.
Hey, what's really good is that you've got Trump saying these things that are logical, they're almost irrefutable, and then you've got the Democrats and liberals who are coming up for election, right? And they're all opposed to him, and people with rational thinking are looking at working guys are looking and saying, wait a minute, you're telling me what? That doesn't make any sense. I think I'll vote conservative this time.
Yeah, absolutely. You had one more thing, Gary?
About the about the gas prices. We got to lay off about the gas prices for about another 12 months because it's just recently, a year and a half, that things started to change. It takes a little lag time for everything to pick up and all the pieces to be put into place, and the prices will go down.
Oh, you think with a bunch of the deregulation that Trump has now put into place that we'll end up seeing gas prices domestically here come back down?
Absolutely, especially with the idea that he's going to get rid of some of the CAFE standards that were absurd, And, yeah, of course, and he opened up Anwar. I mean, there's all kinds of things that this man does, and half of it's not reported. But he has done remarkable things for this country. And as far as I'm concerned, you have to go all the way back to Calvin Coolidge to find the man close.
Yeah. Well, good call, Gary. Appreciate it.
All right, gentlemen.
Have a great weekend. Gary. Okay, so let's move on and talk about liberal hypocrisy. So Roseanne, we've been hearing nothing but good stuff about the Roseanne show coming back for the last 2 months. Great show, huge ratings, everything's special. Yeah. And Roseanne comes out tries a Trump tweet, right? Not everybody's Donald Trump, so you can't just tweet and think you're going to get away with it. Well, she tweeted some stuff that
her Ambien did. It wasn't her.
She did blame it on her Ambien, right? And she's a little rough around the edge. Come on, she's a comedian. That's what she does. Was it as vile as some of the things we've seen since? So ABC cuts her off at the knees, right? Done. Your show's canceled. You're vile. You're egregious. You're out of here. Iger, right? The ABC, Disney exec, right? Mm-hmm. You're out of here. You're done. And, of course, she tried to backtrack, and she said she begged for the job back.
She doesn't
to keep
represent
her people.
their values, pedophilia, casting couches.
Exactly, right? That's it. So they end up cutting her off. Well, in the same vein there, Joy Reid, who's on one of the networks, has been all her old vicious stuff has been coming back out. And, of course, she's using whatever. That was all
fabricated. She was going to have the FBI investigate that.
Yes, exactly. And then Samantha Bee, another comedian,
who is now Samantha C. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, well done.
Oh, sorry.
It comes out with the most vile misogynistic statement against Ivanka Trump. Why people keep picking on Ivanka is beyond me. She seems like an incredibly nice lady. She got a nice family. She's actually kind of liberal. And
exactly.
Why the liberals are beating up on her is beyond me.
They just drove her into conservative arms. They did, man. She's looking at this and she's saying, whoa, I thought these people were my friends.
Yes. Yeah, well, it goes to show you the liberals eat their own because, here the conservatives are always saying Ivanka and Jared are liberals in rhino clothing, right? And they're hanging out and they're pressuring Father Trump to not be so conservative, whatever. And Samantha Bee comes out and says, she had nothing to do with Roseanne. Why would you go after the president's daughter using the C word in such an egregious manner, if you're going to use
trying
that
to
word?
link it to illegal immigration. And, of course, the pictures of the kids that were in these cages that they were trying to blame on Trump policy. And it turns out those were during the Obama administration or during the Obama era, as Dick said earlier.
Yeah, the fake news is just unbelievable. And the double standards and the hypocrisy of the liberals and the Democrats and the never-Trumpers, it's sickening. It really is. I hope Roseanne gets another shot because I liked it. I didn't catch all the shows, but I caught one or two, and I laughed. I thought they were good.
I was amazed. Let's put it that way. I laughed and I was amazed. I mean, whoa, this is Roseanne Barr saying these things, and on TV.
I think there'll be a little cooling down period, and she's going to get picked up by another network. That's my guess.
Starts with an F, ends with an X.
Maybe. Somebody will do it. If not, I think she's creative enough and driven enough that she'll YouTube it. She'll do whatever. I think I tweeted that to her too. Just YouTube it. Do your show yourself. You don't need to have all the fancy. I mean, look, all these shows that are reality shows, Housewives of Atlanta, they're all crap shows. She could probably do the same thing with the same people using cell phone technology, video phones, right? Whatever.
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live. Do it on Facebook. Zuckerberg's probably chomping at the bit to put a show out there, right?
You can't be associated with her. She said something bad.
You're mean. You were so mean. I don't think she was as mean as Samantha Bee.
Who, of course, lost her job. That's the amazing. Samantha Bee was fired for saying the nasty things that. No, wait, she wasn't.
She wasn't. Yeah,
that's right.
It was only Roseanne. Double standard.
Yes.
All right. Well, there's the end of the hour. It was fun.
I don't like this song.
This is the only song from the very beginning of the show, right, Derek? This goes all the way back 7 years ago now. So this is the one.
That means it's the end.
It's the end of the show. All right. Until next week, go to thedailydrift.com and get the news
You need to know.
See you next week.